Alright, so you've got a brand new reel. You just went and splurged and got a brand new reel, and you want to dial it in, tune it in. People say different things about it. A couple of things here that you definitely when you're dialing in and tuning in a brand new reel. I've done it with my Luz, I've done it with my Shimano. This is the Bates Hundo. I got it about, I'd say about 10 days ago, and I've been using the heck out of it. Sometimes, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this. You start, you get all excited, you get the line on there, you get out in the water, you cast, and whoop, there goes the cobweb, there goes the hornet's nest, or whatever you want to call it. A couple things you need to remember when you're tuning in a reel. First of all, there's two key elements, as I'm sure a lot of you know, but in case you don't. You got the tension knob right here, and then you have the magnetic brake on the other side. Different things for different reels. In a recent video, I was showing you the difference. The Shimano reel, you snap it open, this slides right out, and you can work the magnetic brake that way. This one has a dial on it. You can also open it, but it has a dial on it that you can adjust. The tension knob tends to be something that it can be a little bit complicated when you're working on both and you're trying to dial it in to get the best distance that you can, and also avoid the cobweb here, the big web. So what you can do, first things first, the first thing I usually do is I dial in the tension knob. Now you don't want it to just go real quick. You loosen it up. I start tight and loosen it up. You don't want it to just drop real fast. That's hard to do. You got to use your thumb a lot more. You're going to use your thumb anyway, as you well know. But I like to do it really just where it just drops about that fast. I'll show you again. It's hard to do because when you do it too slow, you're not going to get the distance you want. But when you do it too fast, just a little nice little pace like that, that's the first thing I do. You may want to start with a little tighter. And then different reels have different tension on the magnetic brakes. The Luz reel was very, very loose. I keep it on 0 or 1. This Bates Hundo, I started it out at 6, and now I got it at about 4.5. So big difference there, right? And really, to be honest, the Shimano is kind of in between. You have the brakes that you can clip. And the thing about brakes, some people don't understand, should they be out or should they be in? You probably do, but if you don't, think of about running like a 40-yard dash. Those days are well behind me. But if you're running a 40-yard dash like this, you're going to go faster, right? If you're going to run a 40-yard dash with your arms wide out, you're going to go slower. So generally speaking, when you pop them out, it's going to be a little more tension, a little more resistance on the line, and you won't get the backlash. You put them all in, it's going to be real loose because you're going to be running nice and tight. And so just remember, if they're out, it's like running a 40-yard dash with your arm in. Some people I have 2 on my Shimano. I have 2 in. I believe there's 3 others. 3 out, loosen to the tension knob, and it's perfect. I can cast it a mile. So when you're doing those things, make sure you do that. First things first, though, when you get your new reel, let them do it, whether it's Anglers Anonymous, Mike Butler, Fishing Tackle Unlimited, wherever you get your rod, let them do it. The line, the key thing of all, the most key thing, the line has to be on there good and tight. They have the equipment. If you have the equipment, do it. If you don't, make sure you keep tension on that line if you're doing it yourself as you're putting line on the reel. That's the number one thing. And then you get out on the water and you can do this. All right.